Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Dan-A-Plooza. My guest at this time is model, actress, and jeweler Cassandra Von Kreep. Hello. So tell me, what is it that you like most about being an actress?
Well, I've been wanting to get into acting for quite a while. It's just really starting to pick up for me very recently. But my favorite thing is just being able to be somebody else for a little bit. Because like I live my own life. Like we all have our everyday lives, but being able to change personalities and be able to do things that I as a person wouldn't usually do is just a lot of fun. Just to take yourself out of yourself for a little bit. And also if you're like studying a character, it's also interesting. Like I enjoy people watching just to like see the way that other people interact with folks and just little quirks that they have. You have to add that to to your own character. Everything about it is just a lot of fun. But yeah, basically being somebody else besides myself for a little bit is just really nice.
So you enjoy the building process as well as creating and studying other people to make that into your own transformation of characters.
Oh yeah, it's a blast. Definitely fun for me.
Do you have hopes for maybe doing possibly stage or film work? What is the plans for the future?
Honestly, I would love to do stage, but mainly at this point it seems to be like horror films that I'm getting involved in, which works perfectly fine for me because I am like a horror film junkie. I love them. That's the thing that I don't like being scared, like haunted houses, not interested at all. Like just want to pop somebody in the face. But horror movies, I'm totally in, like gore, blood, guts. I am obsessed with those kind of films. So that's kind of what I've been doing so far. I was in it's a horror anthology. My friend Ashley Cruel, or Ashley Faulkner now, she's gotten married. She had a film that she had me play an extra in called Rock, Paper, Scissors. That's going to be on a horror film festival coming up. And it's going to be part of a all-female horror gore anthology. So I'll keep you posted on that. I'm pretty excited. But it's going to be premiering at a film festival coming up. And then the second one that I did, I had a badass role. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but she's a complete badass. She's kind of like this gangster lady. Like, still got to keep it classy because that's just me. But she's kind of like this gangster who's trying to collect what's owed to her. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how that footage turned out. We filmed that last week. That's called nope, let me get it right. I think it's Colin's Creepy and Company. And that's part of the Hardcore Core Productions filming, and I'm super excited for that one. I had a blast. So yeah, I really like horror films, but like a few years ago, I also did another one where I got to play a ninja. Like I didn't get a speaking role or anything like that, but to learn combat and stuff was just a lot of fun. So anything where I can just play pretend, wear a costume, have fun, I'm totally there.
I'm just seeing when you mentioned the different characters, and especially the one you had mentioned before, the ninja. Is it for your character like payments up? It's collecting time.
Yeah, I wish I got to speak, but no, it was just a lot of fighting and running. We filmed it in an old storage unit.
Oh wow!
It was really, really weird, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, we look forward to seeing that. So just let me know, and we'll promote it. So
thank you very much. I'd appreciate that.
Of course. Can you tell me what it's like also to be a model and working with brutal business babes?
Yeah, I can. I love it. excuse me, it's been an honor to work with such a fantastic company. Brutal Business Entertainment is just a collection of some of the most kind and creatively motivated people that I think I've met in my life. Everybody's just trying to collect the bag, as they say. Like, everybody's just constantly working on new content, new music, new projects, just trying to keep themselves going and help other people feel inspired as well. I got involved in this back in March of last year.
Oh, wow.
One of the models, her name is Crazy Kitty.
Yep.
And she approached me. I was vending at Horror Realm Con here in Pittsburgh, and she approached me and was like, "Do you model?" I was like, "A little bit, like for my own company, but like not like real life." And shortly after that, I actually got a modeling gig, so I was able to send her photos, and she was like, "Yeah, like let's get you on board. Like, it would be so cool to have you working with us." And I was just like, "Okay, like yes, of course, yeah." Like, the other girls that were involved were really sweet. I enjoyed there was performances that night at the Horror Realm Con of other people that were part of Brutal Business, and it was just really cool to see how everybody interacted with each other, and it was just kind of like it just felt like a whole, like a family. Like, everybody was really friendly and supportive, and so I was really excited to join this team. And I finally, because of COVID and this whole pandemic, I couldn't join because March was when like everything kind of went to shit. So I couldn't join the team until like, I think it was like August or September of last year. And ever since then, we've just been trying to knock out content, different horror photo shoots, just, being cute, gothic, anything that we can come up with, like just different ideas. A couple of weeks ago, we did a Halloween themed shoot. It's a lot. We did, some of them are posted on my Facebook. Last of a Dying Breed did our photo shoot for us, and we did a vampire shoot. Not a vampire, it was a ghost shoot, excuse me. We were ghosts, and the whole thing, it was supposed to be Victorian, but it actually looks like a Western if you look at the photos, because I don't know what happened, but like, it looks super Western. I don't know if it was our costuming or what, but it worked out. It's pretty funny. The photos are great. And then we also did the Western ghosts, and then we did horror icons, and I'm really excited for those photos to come out because I did Reagan from The Exorcist.
Oh yeah.
And everybody on the shoot was just disgusted by me, absolutely disgusted, because you know how she has the vomit on herself. So I made this pea soup for my special effects makeup, and I just smelled like rotting peas all day. But I was dedicated, but everybody's just like, it was hot. Like, it was so gross. They're like, "I don't want to touch you, but like, you look great."
Yay.
Good for you. So, but that was a lot of fun. So those photos will be coming out soon. If you want to check out Last of a Dying Breed, they're fantastic. They're part of the Brutal Business. They're not part of the company, but we're affiliates, I guess you can say, partners.
Hand in hand.
Yeah, we like to work together. So yeah, if you get a chance, check out their page. They're fantastic. But yeah, I forget where we were going with this. Oh yeah, Brutal Business Entertainment. They're great. And we've gotten a lot of new women involved in the modeling team, which is cool. A lot of different personalities and interests, and we're all kind of into the whole witchy thing and just being scary and goth and but yeah, it's nice. It's nice having a little crew of women that are interested in the same things that I'm interested in. But also, I am working on some music with one of the models and also some of the other artists on the label. So I don't want to give anything away yet, but there's going to be some music coming from me soon too. Like, I'm trying to dip my feet into everything that I can. So yeah, some music is on the way as well from me and some other artists on the Brutal Business label.
Yeah, I thought I'll let everybody know right now. For her shop, it's also running. She has her Etsy shop that's in the ticker right below. And we have the Brutal Business page where you can follow her as well. And as well as we're going to have two of the other Brutal Business babes on this show. Crazy Kitty will be on in December, and Stingray will be on in December as well.
Oh, awesome. They're so cute. I love them.
So do you have like a favorite horror villain?
Villain. I mean, Reagan is my favorite. I don't know if she's like a villain, but she's just my favorite because she was able to put herself in so many different mental spaces for her role as such a young person. I guess I admire her more as an actress than as an actual horror villain.
Yeah.
But I, as a child actress, I just thought that was really impressive, her whole role. But also, I really like the I can't think of the name of it now, with the pinhead. I really like those movies.
Hellraiser, yeah.
Hellraiser, thank you. I really like those as well because they're just so gory and like deep down inside, I feel like that's totally a possibility that there is like another dimension where these kind of things can occur. And like, it freaks me out a little bit to think about it, but also I'm like, some people deserve that. So, like,
it's a dark side of Inception within Inception.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and also Leprechaun, like a friend and I watched all of the Leprechaun movies one day. It was absolutely disgusting of us to do it, but we couldn't stop. I really like the Leprechaun because it goes from such a serious thing at the beginning, and as it goes on, it just gets absolutely weird. Like he's in space and he's in time. Like,
I want me gold.
It's just too funny. So yeah, also Leprechaun is also really good. Like I'll watch anything horror, like American Horror Story. Like I'm a girl, of course I love American Horror Story. That's also good. But yeah, anything with blood and guts, especially 80s and 90s horror are my favorites.
So are you drawn to the Saw franchise?
I watched them, but it was just like, it was too real for me.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, like I could do something wrong one day and like not even do it on purpose, and I could just be kidnapped and put in a chamber and just be tortured. Like that scares me. I do like them though. Those and the Hostels, the Hostel movies are really good because it's just like, when you're watching them, you're like, oh shit, like this could actually happen to me. That makes it so much more terrifying, because the rest of it, you're like, ha, that's so silly. That would never. But like, oh shit. Oh, my earring fell out, my top one. That's real. But yeah, with those two, it's just kind of like, it could totally happen. And that is scary to me, which is probably why I like it so much.
Oh yeah, I always think of the line where he's like, "So you want to play a game?" And I'm like, "I'm out. I'm not doing it.
No,
I'm not playing.
I'm not going searching for anything. Just kill me now. Just take me out. I'm good, brother. Thanks for the opportunity, but just kill me, please." No, like especially the one where she had to like put her, I think it was her hand in the needles, or she had to like crawl in the needles.
In the needle pit, yeah.
Oh, that one I had to get up and leave. Like I couldn't even handle that. Like I have piercings and I was just like, no, that's like a very slow, painful death.
Yeah.
Not into that.
Yeah, I saw that and I was looking, I'd be like, that's not for me. Nope.
No. Like I like the idea behind it. Okay, you did something wrong, now you gotta like face your crimes or whatever, but still, just send me to jail. Or just send me to jail, or just like execute me quickly. Like, don't do that to me. I cannot handle it. Like I said, I can't even do haunted houses. So like, how are you gonna put me in a needle pit? Like, I'll just pass out and just be like, this is the end. Come get me.
I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna take a pill and then fall all the way down.
Exactly. So over this. No. Probably pass out anyway and just like have a brain aneurysm or something from the fear. Just be like, no, it's real.
Without. Did you ever enjoy the movie The Craft?
Yeah, of course I did. Yeah, The Craft was good. That was one of the films I watched when I was a little girl, and I was like, I want to be like that when I grow up. Yeah, I just thought those witches were so cool. And like in part of my family, oh, it's so weird, my industrial not being there. Part of my family is really into witchcraft. Growing up, like I didn't participate in a lot of it because I didn't see them, but I was aware of it. So when I saw that movie, I was like, oh, so that's what's going on. Like it was kind of shielded from me at a young age because I guess my parents didn't want me exposed to it. But yeah, it was always something I was drawn to. I was like, my parents don't want me to, but like, I like this. I like this stuff. This movie is cool. I need more of this. And so now, like, as I've gotten older, you know, I went through a whole goth phase that just never ended. And it just kept getting weirder and weirder to the point where now I do practice a little bit of witchcraft for the past few years. I'm not an expert or anything like that, but I dabble.
I'm a novice. I'm a noob.
Yeah, basically. Like, nothing dangerous. Like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody or ruin anybody's life. But, you know, as far as like helping myself feel better in my own existence, I dabble in a little bit of that.
I'm just at the Toad level 1 level.
Basically, I'm right at the bottom. Just like, give me some sage and some rose petals. That's good. Give me some like moon water. I'm fine. Yeah.
We've also talked about, well, and this is also interesting. Do you ever have you used the Ouija board?
Oh. No. I have like 6 of them. I have like 6 of them. People keep gifting them to me over the years. Like since I was in high school, people are like, "Oh, like you're a witch. You seem witchy. You're goth. Like, let me get." I have not opened any of them.
They're sitting there.
Yeah, they're all in boxes somewhere. Like I don't touch them. I did a photo shoot with one last year. Mm-hmm. And before we left, like we had to sage ourselves. We had to say goodbye like a million times. Like I was not playing. I don't deal with spirit boards because you never know who you're talking to. And just because you say goodbye on the board doesn't mean that they're gone. Like you never know what you're opening yourself up to. And myself as a spiritual person, like I've had encounters with spirits since I was a child, and it's not something to play with. It's very scary. Like the movies are not kidding. So the whole Ouija board thing is just kind of like, why would you want to open yourself up to that? Like I would much rather, me personally, go and talk to somebody that's able to contact spirits than put myself through a board where I could be opening a portal to God knows what.
Right.
Not about it at all. Not at all. It's not for me.
Yeah, friends have asked me to participate, and like they're like, all right, let's put our hands, and I usually go, I'm out, and like I just
yeah, don't do it. It's a trap. Something's gonna follow you home. Like, just never know. Oh my gosh, it scares me. It scares me so much. Like I said, I have these beautiful boards, and it's just like, it scares me. It's really scary. Like I've heard so many stories from so many people. Like everybody, like even in films, it's like everybody thinks it's a joke.
No.
Everybody thinks it's not a game. It's really not. Now there's these people that do like these weird spells on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh yeah.
There's this whole trend with that, and it's like, oh, be careful. Like it's not something to be played with just because you think it's fun. It is not fun. There's consequences to everything that you do when you touch that realm. Even if you don't think that you're in it, you're messing with something or somebody.
Yep. You're opening Pandora's box.
Yes. Be careful. Unless you know what you're doing, don't mess with that stuff.
Hands off.
Definitely.
So before we wrap up and end the show, is there anything you'd like to say or promote before we leave?
Well, I guess my shop. I have my Etsy shop. I know I've got a lot of other stuff going on right now, but this all started with my business. I have an Etsy shop called Von Kreep Art, where I make strange and unusual accessories for strange and unusual people. I've got these earrings, this choker. I make a lot of leather and bone accessories, but also I do a lot of chokers. I do some kink stuff for people that have custom orders that they would like to have. Leather, stainless steel are like my favorite things in the world to work with. So check out my Etsy shop. It's all like witchy, horror, weird.
Perfect
weird
time of year.
Yeah, it's perfect for this time of year. Exactly. I was actually in the Pittsburgh City paper this a couple weeks ago. I didn't know about it until this week. Nobody told me. I was in the Pittsburgh City paper. My business was one of the top 5 businesses in Pittsburgh to get your spooky Halloween and autumnal jewelry from. So that was pretty exciting. But yeah, check out my Etsy shop. Apparently it's down below somewhere. But yeah, if you're looking for any spooky jewelry or any kink stuff, look me up.
Yep.
And I'll be able to get you what you need.
Spook hookup.
Wait, can I say it?
All right. Well, I want to thank you for being a guest on the show, and keep supporting Dan-A-Plooza, and we'll keep promoting you, and have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much for having me. This has been wonderful. I hope you take care.
Will do.